It's a story that may never be recreated again. A phoenix rising from ashes to rule the world of indoor soccer. Hi, I'm Terry Dorsey, and for the next hour, you'll see the story of the 1986-87 Dallas Sidekicks championship season, a year in which truth was stranger than fiction. And I guarantee you, a year no one will ever forget, because it was the year the Dallas Sidekicks would never say die.
I did lose hope on the day the announcement that the club was folding. I couldn't see a solution.
Sad moment, and I actually cry.
Well, it was a feeling of hope as soon as the new owners came in. They looked after all the other stuff, and all we worried about was the soccer.
Bicycle in, and the game is over. What a goal by Tattoo!
That was really the highest point of the season.
It's looking good. Black after it, it's a goal!
We didn't have the greatest team on paper, but we knew if we played like a team that we could beat anybody.
It's in! The Dallas Sidekicks! It's in! 1987 NYSL champions!
Everything was against us, and nobody expected us to win. So we surprised everybody.
It was a dream come true. It really was.
The manner of which it was won will never happen again in the MISL history.
From day one, all we wanted to do was save a soccer team. I mean, and after we first, saved the team, then from that point forward, we just wanted to continue to make progress in the one-loss column and to make progress at the gate.
We knew it was a one-year deal. The finance had been raised for a one-year deal only. No contracts were extended beyond 1 year. So it really was going into that first game saying, thank goodness we're still here. Now it's up to us.
As the Sidekicks opened their season at Reunion Arena, 10,000 fans were not just hopeful, but thankful for the opportunity. It was a spiritual right. The patient indeed was not dead, and the Chicago Sting had the misfortune to serve as metal for the test.
I think the team started getting well together was the moment we actually folded the year before, because everybody got together and we want to give to the team half the salary just to keep the franchise alive. And I think that moment, everybody got really close and together, and everybody was going in one direction. And the moment the season started, I think that every game we play, I think we play like a family, and players work very well.
November 13th was a landmark for the team. Now very much alive and kicking, players could concentrate on playing and winning.
That first game was a dream come true because, like myself and a lot of other players on our team, we weren't ready to pack it in this area because we thought we had done a tremendous job here and we wanted to continue to work here.
Tattoo against Bernie James. Tries to turn in front, goal!
A month into the season, the Kicks' record stood at 6-6. It was to be a roller coaster season. The first ride to the top began with a big win over Minnesota December 26th. The Sidekicks would not lose until mid-January in Cleveland. It was the longest winning streak in Sidekicks history. By the first week in February, legitimate talk of playoffs surfaced.
Anytime you've got a guy that scores 70-something goals for you, and every time you got a top goalkeeper in your league, and add that on with 20 players as one, you're going to be in every game.
Chris Sobieski was setting a team record for most wins by a goalie. The Sidekicks had already won 15 with Sobieski tending goal, with half the season yet to play. Sobieski went through the ringer, playing often with little rest. A preseason injury to Billy Phillips dictated Sobieski turn into an Iron Man.
My teammates believed in me, trusted me, and was No, the biggest like boost for me and for my effort. I tried to play very well every game because I didn't want to disappoint them. It was the greatest feeling to feel that the guys stand behind me.
We're underway once again. Moreland goes to the corner and taps it right back to goalkeeper Chris Sobieski. 1-1 score, 6:35 to play here in the second quarter. Here's Powers flipping it back to the corner for Tattoo. He scores from a bad angle. Off comes the shirt, and Dallas takes a lead of 2-1 in this game.
Tattoo continued to tear up the league with his scoring, and Mark Carpin returned to form for a valid 1-2 punch.
Working on Vegas, gets free, he's right in, it's all alone in front, Carpin shoots, he scores, and the game is over. Tattoo made it happen.
Tattoo just seems to be getting better. The more experience that he's been getting, the better player he's been coming, and I don't think we've seen the best of Tattoo yet.
The roller coaster started down at the All-Star break.
The Florio goal! Sobieski came off his line by the time Gino had the ball. Chris could just watch him score, and the Borscht take the lead. Long pass. Whitman the header. Wide. Rebound. Savage, and he missed it. Rebound again. A score, and Baltimore's Billy Ronson will win it. 4-3.
During one stretch, the Sidekicks played 8 games against playoff teams. They went 3-5, but also lost Pedro DeBrito and Mike Uremovich to injuries. Suddenly, the walls were breached, and a promising season was in jeopardy. Enter Willie Milano.
Plays it ahead. Here's Milano with a chance on the left side. Shoot, score.
Coming here to play for Dallas, it just really helps me. I like coming to a building where there is 10, 12,000 people to every game. It really helps me. It makes me really happy to come out there and show the team that I can produce and show the fans that I'm going to help them to make the playoffs and hopefully the championship.
Wes McLeod's adaptability and move to the defense also pleasantly surprised Sidekicks fans.
The formula for our success last year was there wasn't too many really highs and too many really lows. I think we were on a pretty well even keel the whole season. We were competitive every game, and every player on our team basically has the same attitude. And when you have 20 guys that get playing like that, you're a hard team to beat.
The Sidekicks couldn't find themselves. Were they the team that beat the 5-time indoor champion San Diego Sockers on March 22nd, or the team that 2 days later traveled to Bloomington, Minnesota, where the goals came from everywhere?
Alan Willie, Hudson, back to Willie. Kinsey, Cummins steals it away. Steve Kinsey, score! Got Marinero on his right, he'll take the shot. Vegas fires it. It's 7-0 Minnesota. Wow.
The final tally showed Strikers 8, Sidekicks nothing. The worst defeat in Dallas history.
2 minutes in this overtime. 3-3 is our score.
If one shot can turn a season, it happened just a week later.
This is the matchup of the night right here. Tattoo turns, skitters wide. Might have grazed the post. PJ had the angle covered. Taken away by Victor Moreland. Colmeyer gets a foot in. Moreland still in possession. 100 seconds in the overtime. For Tattoo, looks to turn. Huskity gets put in. Milano deflected wide. Skitters off the board. Bicycle in! And the game is over. What a goal by Tattoo! Oh my Lord, what a goal to win the game by Tattoo. 4-3, Dallas wins it. A at the 13:26 mark of the overtime. That is an absolutely fabulous goal by Tattoo.
You know, it was very important game for us, you know, because we have to prove, you know, we are a good team and we had a chance to beat Cleveland. And scoring that goal in overtime and the way end, you know, with, you know, just a great goal. What can you say? You know, it just happened. You know, it's nothing was planned. You know, Willie shot the ball, hit the wall, coming out. I couldn't do anything else. The only thing I could do was bike. And I did, and the ball went right in the net. And, you know, I think that moment, you know, we showed to Cleveland, you know, we're a good team.
It supplied the strength to clinch the playoffs by April 15th. But when Dallas lost 5 of their last 6 games, it was evident the adrenaline rush was over.
We had qualified for the playoffs, we knew that. But we had a marvelous opportunity to go 1 or 2 in the league, and we kind of let it slip. The performance, first half in the last game of the season against LA was a disaster. And I suppose that was a low point coming even in the last game, because I rather felt it was going to hurt us if we didn't get it right in the most important period, the playoffs. And I know I was furious, and at half-time, which is not normally me, I made it very much aware, the players very much aware of how I felt, because I felt it wasn't us. I felt we were going through the motions, and that's not the Dallas Sidekicks. Dallas Sidekicks have always been, even from day one, a real good, hard-working, scrappy team that never gives in, never says die, and battles, no matter what happens, win or lose.
Still, much was accomplished in the regular season. Tattoo's talent shattered records right and left: 73 goals, 38 assists, 10 game-winning goals, 9 hat tricks, 111 points, earning him the league scoring title and MVP trophy.
I think each player has different moments that was very exciting for us and made everything so much more fun to watch.
McLeod gets his 6th goal of the year.
There were so many high points. I think it was just getting into the playoffs, and it was a tremendous accomplishment for the amount of time we had to prepare for the season.
Here's Pesha in front for Down. He turns it around, lunging for the shot at the buzzer. It's all over. The Sidekicks, in 4 years, finally beat the San Diego Sockers.
I think that kind of added and set the tone. I think that we all suddenly thought, hey, we're achieving this, and one after the other, we obtained these firsts, to eventually there were no more firsts. We had beaten every team in the MISL, and we had won in every arena in the MISL.
When you put that uniform on, you know that you're going to go out and you're going to give everything, and as long as everybody works together, you're going to be successful, and that's what we were throughout the season.
Hits it on the volley, a header, score, Tattoo, it's tied at 1.
Our goal this past season were doing a little better than what we did the year before, okay? Last year, we lost to Minnesota in the first round. So this year, we really want to go a little farther. We want to go past the first round. If we lose in the final in our division, it's no big deal. But at least we did something better than the year before.